Alright, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. Definitely evening over here. Let's get underway for a little bit of Terra Invicta before I gotta go to work. That's, end up being disappointed, a little bit too tired to actually stream, but not so tired as to fall asleep. Oh, well. At least I timed it better this time for coming in. We're almost done loading. Now, there's some things I do need to do with this stream for this game, as Mario continues to be expanded upon. Actually, that is basically all of Mars occupied. And I don't think I have the boost or mission control capacity to actually plop down another base. I do have orbital tech. But I think it's better to get the outpost and get this last base real quick. At least claim it, and then we can work on putting down that, because that is the last bit of visible materials on here. I'm gonna have to take this from the off of the servants, because that's visible materials right here. I'm going to take these two halves off the servants eventually, because I can't let them have too much space resources. So here, that will also help a bit more of our volatile resources problem. So that is our weakest link right now, followed by nobles, but then again, we have nothing really using nobles. So getting that will help. We also get more base metals, and that will also increase a little bit the fissionable materials we're getting in. But we are getting a ton of fissionable materials, and it will also secure the most water on that we can get. So found that. Just to, if nothing else, secure it. Spartacus base. Put down a fission pile. Put in space, which doesn't use up any of our boost, which is nice. I'm gonna hold off on that. Just gonna need a second fission pile, and then we'll give it a energy lab. And then we'll put the outpost mining after we get that. Alright, back to Earth. Because we need to do something on Earth. We need to start working on building up unrest in the US. Because I've allowed the servants to have the US for a long time. That needs to end. Because they're using the armies of the US as a beating stick to go and hit humanity first. A ton. So I need to remove that stick, if at all possible. Unity is fine to turn down. We don't need as much boost, because when we got 11 boost, and we're at the point where we can build things in space without the boost. So keep going mission control hard. Knowledge hard to get science up, because we did fall behind a little bit on science. Let's keep bringing down inequality. We're also bringing up the economy a little bit. Turn it down to 8% on the economy, because we do need this to... We need China, which is our beating stick, to catch up in terms of tech. They are now into information age, but they are still well behind the US, which is just about to cross into robotics. So I need to catch up to US. We need to do some work here. It would be good if I could actually take South Korea as well off the servants. eventually unify the Koreas. But we'll see. We'll see how it all pans out. Yeah, as you see, they're gaining water and space. I need to stop that. At least the aliens aren't too much of we're not threatening too much, because we have allowed them to kind of go for a little bit too long and not really do too much in a way of beating them with a stick. You should probably go to ground. Quickly. Just for a turn, then we'll send you off to go
I'm here.
do stuff. I got somebody over to do that. You can do a coup. Actually, no, you can do a coup, but you can't increase
Ready to go.
unrest. You can increase unrest. Hello, Wolf. 2% odds, but I gotta...
The government must fall.
What's the op?
You can also increase unrest. What does it even have for orgs? I mean, it'd be great if I could get Sam under shock troops, but that's not happening. How's the world domination going? Well, we control China, as well as Mongolia and Kazakhstan, and Uzbekistan, and Myanmar. Taiwan has joined with China again. Don't mind the nuclear fallout marker here. Don't mind that. That there may have been a nuke used in an attempt to break the Taiwanese resistance and not realize that it wasn't how that worked. We also control Canada. The servants are in control of 3 of the Americans. Don't mind default reference check. Yep. Servants are in control of 3 of the control points in America, which is bad, because that gives them 4 armies under their control. And they're like the most advanced armies in the world at the moment. So they can just use them as a giant beating stick to go and keep whacking humanity first over and over again. Which is bad, because they're not really my allies, but they want the same goal in the end, which is to resist / defeat / biological chemical warfare the aliens. They're the more biological chemical warfare, the aliens part of it. So I do need to kind of do a coup in the US. It doesn't sound great, but it's what I need to do. Also, we have North Korea. Don't mind the fact that North Korea starts with a nuke and has 0 nukes. You could also increase unrest. Also 2% odds. Alright, do a public campaign in North America then.
Work in the public.
Standing by.
You can go assault that alien
We're
assets.
going in.
Clear that out, because this, if left unchecked, will eventually go into a megafauna. And this has been here for years, being slowly kind of hit, gone away, and not disappearing, so it needs to die. Just to finally be cleared out. China's developing good. It's getting more democracy. That's good. Because that counteracts spoils requirements. Because as is, if we were to, leave it alone, China will require 60% of its GDP to go towards spoils. We have better uses of that GDP, China. We need to do that. We have stations in Earth orbit, and there's also Victor 20, which is a Earth surveillance mission, which we need to start shooting down if we can. They need to be shot down. But again, we don't have enough technology. But we have stations in orbit of Earth. We also have mining on the moon underway. So the moon's been mined. It's actually capped out in terms of sites. There's nothing in orbit yet, though. But all the... well, no, there is one site not claimed to the moon, but it's only some basic metals. Mars, on the other hand, is... It's also basically capped out. It's got 2 sites left, but they both have water and a whole lot of basic metals. Then again, we're not too worried about our basic metal income. So we don't need to go and set up another base on the moon. We already have Mars. We already have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 outposts on the Mars. So we don't have to go set up something on Mars. What we need to do is work on MC cap. And also, since we now have a slot, we need to finish off Molten Core, because unfortunately Exodus did manage to get that done before we could retain that slot before we could take it. So we need to finish this off. Oh, this will give us better nuclear reactors. So it's 6 to 1, half a dozen the other. It's not what I would have picked, but it will help effectively. Industrialization of space, ironically enough, will probably help us. Settlement Habs is also something good, because that's tier 2 settlements, which means we can fit more stuff at an outpost without having to pay for, or we don't have to effectively have more outposts. Gone to ground. Then I'll have you do public campaigning, I guess. New project available. Australia gains a claim on Perth. Yeah. Yeah, the servants got the break up the nations, or great nations stuff. Look, here's the servants going and kicking Nigeria. With... Don't know why the Humanity First Army is following them, or leading the charge. Oh, because Nigeria got a Humanity First Army, and then somehow...
hearts and minds.
6% now at 23%. Repeat mission. Ironically enough, he is my best guy, but I do need to just get the servants by 0.5 to peaceful. Should they ever overthrow the government? That was actually a very lucky roll. 12% chance, 5% roll. Well done, RNGesus.
You'd be better off surrendering than sitting around on your backsides waiting for supplies from home. If you don't know how to use what you find in the field, you've lost before you even begun. Colonel Hans Castillo, 5 moves ahead.
Hello, Colonel Hans Castillo. Advanced prospecting surveys, construction module. That is actually good, because that gives us construction module. Which means we can build orbitals, like we can build an outpost. Not an outpost, we can build a station at Mars without having to send it from Earth, effectively. Which is good. Under servants declare war on Etheria. Yeah, so basically the servants are going around wherever they find humanity first. They're going and declaring war. European Union has declared war on Ethiopia under protectorate. EU exists. It's literally took like 6 years for them to assault the Alpine states. Because the AI is not the smartest sometimes with how they launch assaults with armies. They tend to sometimes just throw them in one at a time.
Mission abort.
Oh, that must have been destroyed by somebody else then. Oh yes, I guess the Russian army managed to destroy it. Good job, Russian army. Yeah, they're also teching up. I mean, because they are rising unrest. So I do need that extra military tech to go up. They're still putting a lot of boost. 25% into boost. We actually don't have any boost being built in China. Then again, we do have a ton of boost already. What we need is MC. because every one of our mining outposts takes our mining places takes an MC point. And not in addition to the habit, also the actual mine itself takes an MC. Building space. Just go to resistance for a second. Alright. We need to start getting you done. Fission pile. Get some fission piles down. I'll give you space science lab. And then leave a spot for outpost mining. Same thing here. Do both of those, considering Solar Collector, while cheaper, only gives 3 power out here on Mars. So it won't work. Gives the Xenology Lab. You're already tricked out. You're already tricked out in building. That's done in September 2020, so this year. You're done. Although I could upgrade to an orbital core. That's -3. That's -1. So that's extra 2 mission control that is upgraded, which I don't have for it. I don't have that just yet. Which is a shame. You need to go investigate alien activity.
On the way to the target site.
I'm here.
That's an alien. That is an alien. You need to increase unrest again. I don't have as much ops as I would like, which is unfortunate. Actually, no, send you to ground, just to get loss of sight on you.
Going into hiding.
Ready for orders.
How's... that should fix itself slowly with the Unity. Because Unity slowly brings public opinion around. I'm going to have you to actually start working on South Korea. Just see if you can't prepare it to also have a coup. That way we can unite Korea.
I will tell our story.
Yeah, this should be... we don't have you constructing boost. We'll also turn off funding. Just to boost the priorities of military and unity. Because I do need to get public opinion in North Korea to sway more towards me. What's this marker? Oh, that is consolidated authority. Alright. I think there's a new marker. I'm not sure. And we're just still advising
Laying
China.
the groundwork.
The aliens know where you are. I should probably, for a turn, get you to go to ground. Also, keep checking every now and again. You can get upgraded sooner because you have a discount cost requirement for that. Don't have enough to give you any org. You can also be upgraded. You're my... I'll give you the CIA. Increase unrest, give you tab, purge, gives you 5 influence per month, 5 ops. I can't afford the CIA. I cannot actually I would love to, but I can't afford the CIA. Because it costs 400 per month. I'm not making 400 per month. Our monthly income is 155. I wish I could, but I can't afford the CIA. I'm gonna go, ooh, CIA, go and grab that. Because that is actually a really good organization. I just can't afford the CIA. Like Athens Intelligence Solutions, I could grab, I could afford, but I can't actually afford. I can afford Mozad, but I don't have a counselor from Israel. It's not quite as good as the CIA, But again, I can't afford the CIA. I would so love to pick up the CIA. I almost grabbed it and went, hold on, wait, check how much money I have coming in. Improve your command attributes. I can augment. Persuasion. Yeah, persuasion, considering your admin's capped out. You're still at a point of not quite. You are our assassination person. Again, would love to give you CIA. I can't afford it though. Let's give you espionage because that is the assassination requirement 1. You are assassin. Also, coup d'etat is command, and that's 12 command. So I should also start giving you some more command. But I need to get assassination up that way I can assassinate the aliens better. I've done it once, but that was a 10% very lucky roll.
Lending my expertise.
Going silent.
I like how they whisper when they're going silent. But yeah, there was an alien here. Because that is an alien abduction. See, I'll boost public opinion here. We're up to 20%, which is good, but we need more. Like, I won't mind if we end up taking the states because of this.
Is moving in our direction.
Repeats.
Public
The servants
opinion is
are
moving in our direction.
the servants are countering in the U.S. Servants can control the Philippines, don't they? No, Exodus does do nothing. If it was the servers controlling that, I would impose sanctions, hurt the GDP. But not if Exodus controls it. Because that makes it harder for the servants, unless they declare war on it, to take. Here.
Here's what we found.
Which control is being built. 10% of our GDP is going to it. 40% is going towards the military. So we're changing, well, not as rapidly as the US, but the Chinese army does need to evolve. I'm aware.
Where do you need me?
Unfortunately, go assault an alien life form.
Going in hot.
Standing by for orders.
3% odds. 12% if we throw our ops at it. Yeah, go for it.
The people demand justice.
And these two are having a fight over who's gonna win out in the States. Mission difficulty security 2. It's no, leave it alone. Get unrest going up. If I have my actual assassin, once she's done with this, I might actually send her to assassinate this Evangelist. In order to... Oh, he's gone somewhere. He might be gone. In order to prevent them from countering my attempts to sway the public opinion. They're definitive. I could crack down in Seoul or try Purge next turn as well.
Offering assistance.
To grab a control point in South Korea. Nerva Drive is complete. So that's our engines, at least for our first generation of warships. Because soon I do need to engage and shoot down an alien ship. So there's enough new org. I don't think I need that. It'd be a good idea to pick up Ion Drive. Now, these are all independence movements. which I don't want. I don't want to break up anything. Arrival markets, what does that do? That's actually so 5 orgs. Caliphate games of yeah, I don't want to. I'm waiting for the China one. Actually, I can see the tech tree. Let's look at the tech tree. View full truck tree. We gotta wait for it to load because this is a big tech tree. Liberating mainland China. That. Let's see. End of America, end of India, break up Brazil, end of China. That's not what I want. Dissolution of Russia, United North America. Union, Greater Indonesia, Greater Caliphate. I want this. Which requires Great Nations, which is in progress. And then that will give me the Pan-Asian Combine. Claim on Tokyo. So basically allow me to expand China, while also not going crazy on my CP cap. Alright, so I know what I'm looking for eventually, is the Pan-Asian Combine. Which is under Great Nations, which is being researched under global research. Yeah, here it is, actually. Thank goodness they're actually doing that. That is actually very good. So I need a new project. Let's get the Ion Drive. That way we can also build a long-range ship. Because the Nova Drives are good for shorter-range warships, but they're not quite as good at long-range deployments. Say, a colony ship going out to drop stuff off at Jupiter or whatever. But I do need to start building up CP cap literally just for warships. Because I do need to eventually shoot down do no risk of collision, rare opportunity for us. If we can safely remove the debris, we can improve the safety of space operations low Earth orbit 1. Gain 50 science. That's actually not a lot against our monthly income of 1.1 science. Or pay 15 volatiles, but it will remove the amount of debris, which decreases the chance that we have shit hit our stations and blow them up. It doesn't have that. But yeah, we'll just decrease the debris in that orbit by 15%, or by 1 tick. Because every time a station gets blown up or anything like that, the debris count increases.
The needle.
Repeat assignment, that's 30% in the US.
Public sentiment is increasing.
35% in South Korea.
The
As well,
revolution will not be today.
36% chance. Good try. Now, I could boost my income if I do that. Operations Center. That allows... I think that's the MC cap increase on stations. But you have to use MC to get MC. It's far better to have Earth-based MC. That's been... Okay. Gwen McGrady that said it there. That won't lie. I guess somebody else must have got to it first. The org marketplace is updated. CIA. It's tempting me still, but I know I cannot afford the CIA. That would actively bankrupt me if I attempted to take the CIA in.
Standing by.
At your service.
Yeah, Emrys is high in North Korea. Yes, and it's also turning up. Or I could purge South Korea. I got tons of influence to throw at this.
Removing our enemies.
Where to?
I send you to investigate.
We'll see what we can find.
I'll stop a
Ready for my
turn
mission.
here. Because if I can purge... can you crack down? Set investigate. Purge is command. No. Ah, that's why. You don't have the super org. Let's crack down here.
Targeting their center of power.
Just to deny them another location, which is a fair bit of boost and for mission control, and it is a core economic region.
Offering counsel.
Construction module. These are all things we're going to need. Uzbekistan. That's fine. I don't mind if I lose Uzbekistan. It is service control that. Alright. Again, I don't mind if I lose Uzbekistan. It isn't... It's a little bit of boost. But it's not enough to really matter.
We're winning their hearts and minds.
South Korea. Repeat mission. Just keep pumping up. New project available. Roof maintenance projects, so have accidents less likely to affect us. Cascading failures outcome are less likely to occur. Well, it would be good to get that.
Crackdown complete.
Of course, the servers of spread info is way too thin, I feel. Considering how, well, it all is.
Recon complete.
Investigate alien activity complete. Let's increase our xenology research as well. So we get 94% bonus. So we've gained 1 control point, and we've cracked down the other one, which just makes it easy to get. So we should be able to crack down the legislature control points.
Cracking down.
And then
Reporting
purging the legislate,
Targeting the
the
opposition.
executive, and then purging the
Standing by.
legislature. Investigate here, because there's probably alien fauna here.
Initiating recon.
Then actually, what I might do is, since this army is 2.8, there's 2 unknowns here. You should go to ground for a turn.
Hunkering down.
Deploy you guys here. What I'm going to do is a very strategic move of, since they have claims on each other, I'm going to de-align or de-ally China with, or North Korea with Pakistan, ally South Korea with China, and then declare war in order to unify, because they have claims on each other. And then, I mean, it will be the destruction of this 2.8 army. Terrible shame, terrible loss to the world's defensive capabilities, the loss of the 820th Armored Division, but I'm sure we can make up the gap eventually. I mean, as is, we're almost at 4.1 with China, and South Korea is at 4.4. So this will actively increase our military tech. Yes, do keep building Navy. We don't need boost. Knowledge, welfare, and economy can keep going up.
Initiating deep cover.
On Overwatch.
When does this expire? June. And that should be June too, so. Interesting the servers aren't contesting this. But I'm not going to complain if they're not going to contest this. Solar array, that would be good to pick up. Lots of things that would be good to pick up. I need a module to, allow more stuff. That's ion drive done. That's our long range drive capability done. Solar array. It's very quick to pick up, actually. 42 power. Base. That would be good. Increases control point and also increases economy priority. Let's get the solar array done first. Yes, solar array done first. And once we get molten fission core systems, we'll go back. We need to go back down the tech tree, get principles of space warfare, and then go down the tech we want for space warfare. But we do need to long-range cargo transports, solar steamers. Reduce delivery times of HAB modules launched outside HAB windows by 25%. That is... I mean, that's going to be done so quick considering it's 13 per day. Fission reactor array. HAB revolt events are looks like to affect us. But I'll be able to resist disruptions to our mission control. Spins off a new org. I should get that one too, because every time it spins off an org, that'd be good.
We've moved the needle.
Repeat mission. 81st. Go up here. So you can go by sea. Regime change in Nigeria. Yet no more Humanity First now to Protectorate. The thing is, they're just going around beating the Protectorate and they're abandoning... Or Humanity First, and they're abandoning them. Like, they kick them out, then they abandon. Which means they don't get the bonus from doing this. Like, the bonus, the income and stuff like that. So it's like, they're only doing it to try and keep Humanity First down. I mean, this is going to piss off the servants a little bit, what we're doing now. And we're still in conflict, which is like, if they see a chance to hit us, they're going to attempt to hit us. They're initiative is tolerant of us. The Academy's tolerant. Protectorate and Exodus are in conflict, which is like, if they see a chance, they'll try and hit us. If they don't see a chance, then they'll leave us alone. And since there's no real good chance, considering, Mongolia is allied with Canada, which is allied to Kazakhstan. Actually, I assume ally China and Canada. Oh, Canada is allied to China.
Their control is vulnerable.
There we go.
Now.
That's Crackdown, so I can go send him to keep boosting the US. They declare war on Singapore. Again, they're literally just going around wherever they find Humanity First, using the American armies as a beating stick to keep Humanity First from getting too strong. There's an Evangelius again. And that's a fixer. Rustojet. Resistor boils a working fluid and expels the resulting gas. A whole lot of power. This is a very low power engine. Very low power. Low. It's very efficient with its power use, though. So that's like probably. I don't know. I don't think we'll go for it.
Our people have taken control.
Actually, technically I could. Okay, the Protectorate was trying to grab that. Can I grab... Ooh, Siren would be good. Don't have any ops for it, though. Or admin for it. I do need to keep landmark investigations, because that is very good. And that's going to go on her when she gets more admin. That's plus 3. How much is that? That's plus 1. That's plus 2. It would be more... It would be a bonus. If I do this. And give her landmark investigations. We'll put her to 19. And then I can always add back in over time as I get more admin on her. The other 2. I keep tempting by the CIA, but I know I cannot afford the CIA. You know, that's a Protectorate who's trying to steal that. You could actually purge that. The aliens are probably getting help from... Our servants are probably getting help from the aliens.
Ready to go. Say investigate him, because that is Protectorate. It would be good if we could get a Protectorate mole, effectively. Standing by.
Go back to advising China. Because that boosts its GDP, research, and all that. Why did China suddenly drop a whole bunch in unity? In public opinion, rather. Who's been over here? The Academy and Exodus. Alien activity, alien phenomena. Yeah, it's somebody being controlled by parasites. That's probably an alien. Oh, there goes Protectorate. So they won't try and get that, I don't think. Which is good.
Lending my expertise.
Advise mission complete. That's 10% research output. GDP used to calculate investment points by 16%. And deforms armies and defense forces by 0.04 miltech. So effectively it's an extra 2-3 months of effectively military tech. Regime change. But soon we'll have a unified Korea.
I have new information.
Fully on Protectorate. Repeat mission. If I can turn him, I will. I need to then assault this alien life forms. But lest that grow into a big problem.
Will come to our side.
But this will probably piss off the servants and also to some degree the aliens a little bit. Declare war on Iceland. Yeah, we're still in conflict, so it hasn't quite tipped over to full-on war. But then I can... Well, I've got these 2 armies here. I can already control the Academy, declare war on South Africa. It's just these guys all beating each other up, because they're all at war. Once I get South Korea, I can...
We found something.
Go and set policy.
Our associates are now in charge.
Perse to control resistance. There we go. So I'm going to defend for a turn, and then we're going to curb stomp the North Korean army. Now rivals, okay, so the servants are gonna...
Securing our interests.
Ready for
Yeah,
my
we're at
mission.
war with the servants. That tipped us over that last control point. I don't want Canada to be called in for trying to defend Myanmar. I will actually sacrifice Myanmar. It is a shame to lose. Okay, it's actually only one mission control. And I can always get it back eventually. I can always regain Myanmar. Do not ally China. No ally with the US. Why did you stop advising? Oh, I
will
didn't hit
help
permanent assignment, that's why.
What's the up?
Set national policy in South Korea.
Heading to the capital.
Turn off spoils, military going up. We don't need funding as much. We have a ton of boost. I prefer mission control over that. Do keep building a navy though for your army. This will also help inequality and also unrest. It's gonna get worse considering we're about to absorb North Korea.
Securing our control.
That's
Lending my expertise.
That's permanent assignment. %39% towards military unity. 10% towards unity, because that will passively just increase public opinion.
Person of interest surveilled.
Ooh, that's a good chance to be flipped if that is true. And then we can see what the Protectorate are up to. That'd be good. Increase off-Earth mining output. Japan.
Is moving in our direction.
I'll just continue now. Japan is going to be a problem eventually. Considering they Protectorate
Mission complete.
our enemies. Declare war on North Korea. Hold on. Repeat mission, because I messed that up. Who's Pakistan? Japan, no. Russia, no. Who wants Pakistan? There. I don't want Pakistan, because Pakistan has nukes. U.S. service has declared war on Myanmar. I need to also flip. Spain is joined there. Alliance, normal relations, alright. Gotta wait a little bit, but that should be fine. China's allies with South Korea, not allies with North Korea though, because North Korea is not going to exist much longer. And we almost have enough MC to go and seriously consider shipyard. Building a shipyard module in orbit of Earth. Yeah, I mean, it'd be nice if we can get engineering project hab, but solar array should help power that. Alright, that's set. Now rivals. So that's it. I need to take away the US from the servants. It needs to happen.
Making our case.
Ready for my mission.
Rest of America, throw money at it.
Making our case.
We need to just boost up our public opinion. That way we can boost unrest and then do a coup. Even it doesn't matter if we get it or not, just so that the servants don't have control of the US.
Offering counsel.
Like, again, we're gonna lose Myanmar, almost certainly. But that is fine. Because we can always retake it. Now what do we get? Shipyard. We do have a space dock. That should do for the moment. Construction module, though, would help. Solar steamers, though. How far off? We're a fair bit off from anything there. Well, let's get Naval Space Command, because this spin off a new faction org, and that will hopefully boost our
We
admin.
found nothing of note.
Ooh, that's unfortunate. Do it again. I need to ground eventually. Also, increase your admin. Yes, admin. That way. I mean, it's not a good org, but it is an org to put in there. Soon I'll be able to increase your persuasion again, which also helps to turn any councils we do find.
The people will come to our side.
3% now stands at 20. Repeat mission for the moment. Unless we get a good look at them. 5% is at 25%. Repeat mission. The initiative is out of China.
Policy direction complete.
Declare war on North Korea. Join the war. North Korea has no nukes. So we don't have to worry about them nuking us as we move our armies in. Why is El Salvador taking the EU, the US, and Spain? Oh, it's because the US keeps declaring war on everybody. We are at war. However, they should only go after control points. Like, they shouldn't. As long as we ally our current control points that we want to keep with China. Arcjet drive, ooh, that could be interesting. We won't have to worry about the US really attacking them because we do have nuclear weapons as China. And our militech is rapidly increasing. Dumbo drive. Lots of drive tech. You... European Union under Protectorate and South Korea are now rivals. That's humanity first? No. You're kind of hish-hush guy. Yeah, go after ones in Myanmar. I don't want that. Because if the Disturbance do take here, they will not clean this up. They will not attack the alien life forms. They'll just let it grow into a megafauna.
Offering assistance.
16th of June. Alright, I need to get the other guy back in order to start doing some defend interests. Just to prevent...
We've got some intel on our target.
Ooh. That's good. Because that will allow me to see the Protectorate. That is a good thing to get. Army complete deployment. Excellent. Let's gauge enemy forces. This should be a...
Sentiment is increasingly with
I'll just continue here.
We've moved the needle.
4% repeat mission. Get her just pumping out public support in the U.S. Declare war on Morocco. But so are they not actually attacking that army? I don't think they are. European units joined that war. Yeah, I don't think they are actually attacking the army because it is under our control.
Score 1 for the good guys.
Alright, let's look at some remains. That's fine. This should not be a worry. Control point lost. Alright, they're going after Canada. That's probably actually an alien doing that. Crack down that control point.
applying pressure on their people.
Stop them from getting that.
Standing by for order.
At least I know where you are. Investigate this guy here.
Initiating surveillance.
Ready for orders. We'll recon the site.
Acquired. Yeah, I'm aware. Hopefully, don't send him to the ground. Why is it going to China? Because China doesn't have a claim on there. No, they don't. I want it to be South Korea, not China.
I will help them.
Will result in more damage to the South Korean army. Make emergency repairs. Yes. Hopefully we get actually 60% chance. There we go. Within moments to spare. I do like how the way we transfer resources right now, or we transfer resources, is we just take a catapult and launch them, like a magnetic catapult, and just launch them towards them. It will slow down the occupation speed, and will result in more damage to the South Korean army. But with the difference in tech levels, it should be able to do it by itself. That was a bad roll. Very, very unfortunate.
We've hit him where it hurts.
We'll be able to take that back, especially since it's cracked down.
Public sentiment is increasingly with us.
Keep supporting the U.S. best we can. That way it's prelude to starting the coup. Iceland has been regime changed. Yes, 50% South
Here's
Korea.
what we found.
And Chinese military tech is rapidly increasing. Same with Korea. Yeah, once we get that control back in Canada, we need to defend Canada.
Acknowledged. We're taking power.
Reporting in.
Popular support, command, 18%. Can I boost you? No. Either CIA is gone over time or somebody's grabbed it, which is a shame. Increase your influence. Unfortunately, nothing else there to give you a boost for this. Increase unrest, 18% chance.
It's time
Oh,
to
that's got
bring it
tons
all
of
down.
cohesion.
At your service.
We need to go back and defend interests. We need to defend China first. We cannot afford to lose China.
Securing our interests.
Or even a control point in China.
Securing our control.
Offering counsel.
And then we'll go and defend Kazakhstan, because Kazakhstan is also one we can't really afford to lose. Considering that is our main boost production facility out of the Backnor Cosmodrome. So we're actually we're getting to the point where we have enough boost. We did lose an MC point from somewhere. The war here destroyed the North Korean
Public
MC
opinion
control
is
point.
moving in our direction.
Repeat mission. I'm also going to make that a permanent assignment. Just get her doing that.
We were unable to instigate an uprising.
Ooh, that was I mean, low odds. Declare war in Panama. That is rapidly increasing. Unity towards the resistance. That's still moving up at a fairly rapid pace. That's getting better. I should probably keep some points in unity, and also to move up the cohesion. But that's actually increasing. Science is rapidly increasing. It's up to 500. We're up to 1.2k science per month. Very shortly we'll be able to roll back into Principles of Space Warfare on this one. Actually, just gonna finish in November.
Our associates are now in charge.
I wish I had a second person who could defend mission. At least we're about to consolidate some control points. North Korea conquered. Republic of Korea has been done. It actually hasn't affected the military tech level too much, which means we actually have a good solid tech army under control. Democracy score has dropped a little bit. Unrest has increased. New orgs. Ooh, hold on. 1010. Why don't we have sufficient resources? Oh, so you can have... Oh, I don't have enough money, that's why. Because they're throwing money at the US. But I say, why don't I have enough sufficient resources? That'd be why. Let's just give you Vola there, because that will increase the amount of research speed in our personal techs by a little bit. Alien containment is coming along, so soon we might be able to try and capture an alien. Let's consolidate the Koreas into our control. We need to go consolidate Kazakhstan, make sure we don't lose it.
Securing our interests.
Your orders.
Go investigate that counselor.
We'll see what they're up to.
Where do you need me?
We do, except we don't have anybody with the organization to make use of it. Yeah, let's go after that one.
You're up?
Just wherever we can hit the alien life forms. And just keep promoting in the States. It is costing us money to keep doing this.
Securing our control.
So we'll probably
Lending
swap
my
her out
expertise.
in a second. Get her to go back to ground.
Mission is complete.
Go and do that. We are a little bit over our control point cap, but it's fine. There's enough influence coming in. We don't have to worry. Morocco is now under the servants.
Surveillance complete.
Work as evangelist. Would be good to turn him, because then we can see what the servants are, researching and all that.
We've moved the needle.
I'll probably get him, our
Be ready for new orders
best
soon.
persuasion counselor, to go over and actually start boosting public opinion, because he can do it without having to spend money. Which will be a good thing.
Their defense was too strong.
Shame. Let's get these guys moving this way towards Koning. That way, if the EU or anybody decides to actually go in this way, yeah. Or if we need to, we can also fight out. That army may be fought back. Because it is rugged terrain, and there is a minus to fighting in rugged terrain. Yes, I'm aware. Actually, that is true. I should probably defend Canada just to prevent them from trying to steal it again.
Securing our interests.
Are we still at war with them? Yeah, we're still
Where
at war.
do you need me?
Send you to ground,
Going into hiding.
because everybody knows where you are. Go assault
Head
that.
to the LC.
That's an orbital core. Okay. So they're going upgrading all their orbitals. I should probably start doing that to some extent. Take 8 boost, or from space, take barely any resources. I do like the background chatter with these. That's already going fine. Scorpio base. I can give you another fission pile. And then give you a materials lab. Upgrade that to tier 2. That's a fair bit. I want to keep some MC for our fleet. Even though we are a ways from building a fleet. But I do need to seriously consider building a fleet. And pissing off the aliens a little bit by shooting down one of their ships.
Securing our control.
Evading pursuit.
I will help them.
That's basically been repaired. Military is going up good. Yep. Build army. Yeah, that's.
Mission aborted.
Fiscal counselor. Oh, they went to ground. Turn down unity a little bit. Alien containment. There we go. That's alien containment done. Devise an alien containment facility that is disarmingly simple but effective in its design. Essentially, two ceramic concentric circles are placed at the precise center of a larger triangle. The inner containment chamber uses a multi-stage particulate-absorbing filtration system to protect against ferrocite release, which is mind controlled by the aliens, so we may safely monitor the entity from the outer circle. Each corner of the triangle houses a heavily armed guard post. The equal distance between ensuring that, in the likely event the captive escaped, then slew or turned personnel within one of them, the other two can respond simultaneously. Facility is complete and testing is underway. We already have plans for what to look like. This one as a blueprint. For now, we are confident that the containment unit will serve to house a single captive Hydra. Find a tenant. Conduct a detain mission against it. It may also locate alien facility in Earth's region, conduct assaults. Basically, it's like, yeah, go capture an alien. Okay, this is a better drive than the Nerva drive. I was gonna get solar steamers, but I think this is better. Just get a better engine drive for our warship designs. I actually, Myanmar might defend against this European army. European Union army. Ironically enough. The Korean War in Cambodia. First Marine, first Infantry, first Armored.
Target remains operational.
Say they're in the robotic age now. Plus 0.6 for near Earth orbits. Shame again. How much do we get? None. That's old news. We already defended China again. Now China is how much completes? Framebridge base. Oh yes, I held off on that because of building space. 60 days. Because of MC. Consider each one of these takes MC. That's all under construction already. It's like I do want to do more, but I also want to ensure I can actively have enough MC cap to be able to build a miniature fleet. Just a couple of ships to be able to actually engage these reconnaissance missions that aliens are putting out. %, off without any bonuses because you got stupidly high persuasion.
We'll make our appeal.
Your orders?
You. You can be augmented again. You don't have governments, but to say, but yeah. Let's give you. I think that's more admin. I want to keep that for the assassin in person. Put that in. You are almost up, but I think I won't give you admin. You're 5. 13, you're 18, so a little bit more than you'll be able to get another point of admin, be able to have probably the Zero Foundation put back on you, because that is also a point of science. Like, orgs are really powerful.
Ready for my mission.
Servants control Brazil, so there's probably alien megafauna going on here. I'll actually get you to stabilize the Korea. Help that get destabilized quicker.
Order.
Ready.
Increase unrest in America, best we can. 6% odds. 3% chance.
We will bring it down.
Ready to go.
45% in North America. Control point neighbors. Yeah. 45%. We won't throw money at it. We do need to start building up a stockpile of cash. A for orgs, and B for any other events.
Offering counsel.
May have to abandon a couple minor nations. Luckily, they don't have any claims on each other, because eventually we'd also be able to basically give the if finally we get in control of the U.S. and keep control of the U.S. give
Order is
Canada and the
returning.
U.S. into each other. A repeat mission.
Public opinion is moving in our direction.
A repeat. Because each one of these will also improve the chance of the unrest.
The people will come to our side.
Repeat.
Their leaders remain in power.
Ooh, we almost had more unrest. War. Spain has joined the United States in the America-Cambodia War against Cambodia. Regime change in Panama. 15th of December. Yeah, they're doing a good job defending it. Robotics age. I mean, China is catching up. Slowly but surely. China doesn't have quite as many armies as the US, but it is nevertheless a threat. Just have them going. I mean, good targets for control. I'm aware.
Your
What do you think I'm
orders.
doing? Increase unrest. 49%.
The people will rise.
Yes, they will. Priorities are fine. Unity should be fine. That's increasing. Size is increasing. That's all. Green arrows are all good. I mean, other than that going down. We want to become cohesion. Because it makes it tougher to. Sustainability versus occupation. Yeah, so basically we want more cohesion. Myanmar actually managed to destroy and or repel that army. Yep. That had to be sent back to France to start repairs. It almost got wiped out. Well done, Myanmar. Well done indeed. I literally don't care if you manage to hold out or not, but good job. And actually, because I'm doing this is almost just a beating stick that they keep being against and, well, making it harder for themselves, distracting their armies and all that, preventing them from potentially
Offering
attacking somewhere
assistance.
else. So I'll take it. 50% chance of unrest rising. Pulsar drive. If we were to change that, what's pulsar drive? Salt core fission, 85%.
135, 100,000 newtons, 16 kilometers per second. This is a better combat drive, but the pulsar drive is probably better longer range drive if we're using solid core fission, which we'll have to use for the moment, but eventually we want to go to fusion and Z-pinch fusion. So we do have the tech for Z-pinch already. That's settlement
Home
halves.
is wherever you lay your head, it is said. If only this were true.
That allows us to upgrade our settlement, so I'm fine with Exodus having done that. I like how they pick something they don't even want. Like they went to
The people
here.
will come to our side.
Repeat mission. This is
The people will be free.
to peaceful.
We're winning their hearts and minds.
But if we can manage to put the servants out of here, it'll be a massive blow to the servants. It'll be an absolutely massive blow to the servants, because that will remove their military beating stick to beat on the here. It will cause a massive amount of influence cost, though. So I'm actually going to abandon Canada. In favor of the US.
We will bring it down.
Because otherwise, I'm gonna run out of control. So I'm also to abandon Mongolia, just to get some cap. Same with Uzbekistan here, because that's 12 points towards the cap, and possibly even Myanmar. Again, because that's another 10 points towards our cap. And every control point we get in the states will be massive over. Like each one of those is 12. And each one of these is 25 control point per. Do we have stuff that's 26 October? Yeah, go to those assignments.
Lending my expertise.
I also want to keep Republic of Korea. It is 12 per. It's basically Canada cost. But it is right next door to China.
Things are cooling off.
So I don't want to lose
We're
this.
winning their hearts and minds.
The uprising is underway.
Our
At least
cause
attempt
is
to
justified to them.
get out of, considering with the military spending their spending, unrest is basically staying about the same. They're also bringing an evangelist. Regime change in Cambodia. Orbital core, so that's stuff we can do. Eventually we can go and upgrade that. Put some more stations on that.
On their way to the target site.
Ready.
Let's say public opinion in China just rapidly dropped. Yes, it did. It's probably an alien. And you got terrible odds there. Yeah, considering that was that is an alien for sure. Well, see if you keep going in the U.S.
Persuade the people.
Ready.
For a coup d'etat. Let's see, Command 12, Support 10, National Unrest, Elite Dissatisfaction, Joint Council Command, National Cohesion, Democracy, Assess the National Economy. %, if I spend all my influence, which is not great. We need influ admin, give her Dersier, because that improves in espionage. And then we need to give you command. Yeah, you're commando. It's gonna be put a command. You're still captain admin stuff. You're almost available to upgrade again. In which case, will you give you more persuasion? But I do need to start doing some of the texts that also give control point cap. Oh, command and persuasion attributes also increase the cap. Huh. I thought just admin did. Now, what did it do with you? Let's go sabotage that project.
Reaching lab security.
Who knows? We might discover that they're about to do alienation. Alienation is not something we want to allow happen. Yeah, the unrest is going down because they're dumping it all into military spending.
They won't know what hit them.
Hydra. Okay, so they're researching Hydra language. Communicate with captured Hydra. They're almost done construction module, so we'll destroy that. Servants, yep. Yeah, we're definitely at war with them. The aliens don't mind us sail too much.
We've moved the needle.
Repeat mission.
The people will come to our side.
Very good roll. Critical success. 8% bonus to 68%. Repeat mission. 15th November. Oman and Saudi Arabia. We just got all the wars.
We found something.
Basically, alien activity complete. That gives us a bonus to xenology. Have much complete. That's eating up our CP limits. At least that's mining done, so we got a ton more resources coming in. So now we can upgrade solar rays. I mean, we'll turn off power temporarily to these Zoology labs. Each of these takes 5, and that's like 40 per. So we got plenty of power. You'll just max out the Xenology labs on this station. That's been upgraded too, so manage. That's the Xenology lab and a space dock. And then we'll start putting military science. Just absolutely tank up military science. We shouldn't have any power problems. De Reuter, hold on. Manage, cancel. Because it takes extra 2, and I don't have that 2 to give it. But that will improve a lot of things. While we keep on working on boosting stuff, and then I'm actually going to save control points for a little bit, because I do need to save a little bit to build a fleet. I only have gunships, escort, or corvettes. See, I need the Principles of Space Warfare tech and all that. I was hoping to actually get done today. Actually, we'll get molten core fusion systems done today, and then we'll be able to jump back and get that. Start working towards that, because we need that, and we need railguns. The Quads Force. Oh, look, you're from Iran, and that would be... it would be nice, but again... that would be nice as well. Unfortunately, we don't have any spare admin to be able to grab. Augment. So from there, that would be good, but I think we go persuasion just to help out with trying to persuade right now, because we do need to persuade the US. That's 500 research away, so it'll be done very soon. We're also almost done Devolve Space Command, which also should help our MC cap, if my memory is correct. Ooh, Steel Project. Hold on. Yes, go steal that project.
Reaching target security.
At your service.
No, you go to ground. Real quick.
Evading pursuit.
That way they don't see you.
Offering counsel.
Going off the grid.
Looks like Pakistan's gonna claim... no, they're just gonna force government change. But are able to resist disruptions to our mission control. Andromeda spacecraft. Shipyard would be good, because it is basically tier 2 space dock. Gives 1 per. That'd be good for upgrades, because higher techs have to use more power. 120 chuns for 40 gigajoules, but a much faster charging time. Let's start work on pulsar drives, because that would be like effectively a more efficient drive. But then once we get stuff done, we'll have to drop that effectively.
I'm in.
Ooh, this is good. Fission platform kit. Yes. Thank you, Academy. I do have ion drive. Where is ion drive? Power plants. Solid core 3. I mean, it doesn't need solid core 3. It needs a battery. Salt water, 20 for 20. 35 for 21. 30 for 15. I think 20 for 20 is what we want. Composite armor. Reduction, bonus resistance to kinetic damage. It's heavier. This is... I mean, we're not really going to use it. We're not going to give any armor to it. Called Colony Ship. Utility modules. Radiators. We want titanium alloy. Oh, do we not have that yet? Okay, that's a shame. Do we know the ability to research the tech though? Like for it to change? Yeah, okay. No. Get the fission platform kit. Because we can use it to build space stations.
People will come to our side.
We've moved the needle.
Ooh, that's actually good that the Academy is also looking to come in. It doesn't matter to me as long as the servants are kicked out. Spain has joined the Pakistan-Afghanistan war. And advanced nerve drive. Alright, what's the difference between the Dumbo drive and the advanced nerve drive? Dumbo drive is better. It is just straight up better. Alright, keep going Dumbo drive. Investigating alien activity. Yeah, eventually I need to kick them out of US. Yeah, go investigate.
Headed there now.
Ready to go.
Command 6, 30%.
We will bring it down.
Standing by for orders.
You don't have great chance for espionage, so yeah, go and do that.
Try to sway the public.
Ready for orders.
Andromeda +4, +3, mission control +7% space flight. Yeah, we'll give that to you. Makes it also difficult to steal these organizations off you, which is good. Also increases our cap for MC. Yeah, go knock out some alien life forms. You'd be very good to actually do the coup d'etat once it actually gets good enough. But the thing is, I think they're going to keep on with that military tech until they're capped out at 5.5. I mean, Canada's up to 4.3 military tech, so it is slowly catching. And we'll have an army soon. 4.4. China is coming along very quickly, though. It's at 4.2 almost. It needs to have some navies built for its armies. But GDP is increasing. Which increases the investment points, which means that everything in here goes faster. No, I need to get the US out of servant control.
I will help them.
So if the Academy takes some, I don't care.
Unless you too want to be showered in liquid lead. Make damn sure the coolant circuit doesn't break again. Oh, and see to it that these statues of your predecessors are removed. Chairman Soren van Beek meeting his new chief of engineering.
Yeah, that is true about molten core fusion systems. Reliant on water and steam to generate electricity, which is proven inherently inefficient design. Used with liquid fuels and molten metal and the coolant as coolant and heat absorber. These reactors are designed to generate or breed a portion of their fuel from a variety of sources, such as natural uranium and thorium, or even recycled radioactive waste and plutonium. Liquid fuel is a solution of these problems in molten salts, which slows the released neutrons of the fission can breed more fuel or sustain the chain reaction. Captured as heat through a second loop of molten lead as coolant. Two major benefits. First, they can generate more energy due to high thermal conductivity than metal coolant. Second, the lower operating pressures of both the fuel and the coolant are designed safer than high-pressure water-cooled reactors. How does it be safer? Together with the ability to breed portions of their fuel, these reactors can be on basically longer with less fuel, with a new pathway distant regions of the solar system. Stepping stone to using gases as nuclear fuels, developing even more advanced fission systems. Or we just go to fusion. Buffering world against enemy energy crises, gas core fusion systems can now be researched. We're not going to. We also get molten core fission reactor 1. However, we are going to get principles of space warfare. This has been sitting not done for too long. It'll be done in like a month. We're actually under control point cap now, due to the increase of admin. Which is good. Every single point of that helps. Oh, Humanity First is actually in the lead right now. That could be a problem depending on what they go for.
Our case remains unheard.
Try and take that back if we can.
The people find no justice today.
Because I want to be able to dictate what we go after. I think they're going to get it.
Remains operational.
Ooh, that's unfortunate. Lots of unfortunate rolls. And I think they're going to grab it.
Recon complete.
Which is very unfortunate. New project, settlement core project. That is good. There's a shame about this. Org Marketplace. Fifth column. They'll give us science income. Yes, we do need that. Science income is always good.
Standing by for orders.
Humanity First is also coming in. They're sensing blood in the water here. See the solar platform kit from the Academy. That's fine. We don't need that. Minus 52%. Size of national economy is a big problem here. Boost public support.
We must persuade the people.
Where to?
Where to?
You can't increase unrest. Go assault the alien
Heading
life
to
form.
LZ.
What's the up?
You can increase unrest. 10% naturally. 29%. Let's save our ops.
The people demand
You know, we never know. We
justice.
might get a good 10% roll. Yeah, Humanity First has claimed Turkey, Greece, Czech Republic. So yeah, they've got some science areas somewhere. Although Humanity First is kicking them around. I'm surprised that Academy and Axis haven't gone to blows over expanding the Eurasian Union. Because they could very easily just get Belarus. Like, they could unify with Belarus if they took over here, the Academy, which would give them extra 3 mission control and extra 13 launch capacity. So I don't know why they're not doing it. I don't think it's a close run thing. We
Lending
might
my
have enough to take
expertise.
control of what we research next. I don't think we will. I don't think we will. Barely.
Diplomacy has its place, but if you don't go into every situation prepared for the absolute worst case scenario, you might as well turn up wearing nothing but a smile.
Alright, so they're going for militarization of space. Fleet Victor 32, that's one of those. Oh. Myanmar's finally succumbed. Took them 3 armies to do it. But they're probably going to abandon it immediately. I say, give me my Habs list. They're all under construction, so none of these are actually working. Yeah, these are military science labs. They're actually finished in a couple days, and all this will come back online. We'll get a massive military science increase. Oh, or the game could crash. Or the game could crash. Hopefully an autosave wasn't too far off. I was actually about to end in a couple minutes. I was hoping to at least see that come online. Let's see where the latest autosave was. Not too long ago. Not too long ago. Alright, that's fine. Don't have to worry too much then. Didn't lose too much progress. Well, that's going to be it for tonight. I'm not sure what. Probably more Terra Invicta, considering I'm enjoying the hell out of this game. Absolutely enjoying the hell out of it, so probably more Terra Invicta. We'll see. We shall see. Thank you all for coming out. I hope you have a good rest of your day, evening, or night. I'm gonna go get ready for work properly now. So, thank you all for coming out. I hope to see you all next time. Take care, everybody.